This is a place.
This is the place?
This is a place. We want to talk about. This is a place.
Thank you for listening to This is the Place podcast. My name is Brandon, and I'm joined by a man who thinks he taught me everything he knows about exterior illumination. Nate.
I taught you everything you know. Do you have your Christmas lights up yet?
I have my Christmas tree up, but
Ooh.
have you seen my roof?
The top of it, or just...
I mean, it's pretty high,
Oh,
and I'm pretty scared to go up there.
are you afraid of heights?
No, but I'm afraid of dying. All my yard is really uneven, so I did Christmas lights the first year we lived here, but it was very rickety and very hard to get up there. So I keep telling my wife I'll do it, but she said not to, so I'm going to take it.
For the last couple of years, I've done the redneck version of Christmas lights on my house, where you put a little, one of those lamp things in your yard, and it shines onto your house.
So when you told me you did your Christmas lights, that's what you did?
No. But this year, I actually paid somebody to put up lights, and we'll also do the illumination onto the garage door or whatever.
But you do that for Halloween and Easter, too.
And birthdays.
Birthdays, too?
You know what I also have, and I haven't broke it out yet?
What?
I have a Denver Bronco one.
Ooh.
But they have not been relevant since I bought it. So when they get back to the playoffs, or maybe they will get to the playoffs this year, but Super Bowl, I should say. Or they're doing good during the season. But at least there's always BYU that kind of pulls through this, which is weird to say. BYU's usually been pretty disappointing throughout my life. But
they've had some close calls this year. That last
a
game.
no defeat in November, though, right?
And yeah, the whole program. No defeat.
Did you hear about that local guy who painted the Y in the sky?
No.
So he took his airplane out for a ride, and the GPS will mark where you went, and he drew the Y, like on the mountain Y in
Nice.
the sky, to celebrate their undefeated November.
Very nice.
And then Utah's also doing pretty well, too.
I was going to say, though, I don't want to give them a place here. They are doing pretty good, and they're one game away from them getting a New Year's Six in the Rose Bowl. First time,
well,
right?
them beating Oregon helps BYU's chances of getting a New Year's Six outside bid, but
as much as that pains me, too.
so we technically have to cheer for Utah on Friday night. So
I don't know if I can bring myself to do it, but I guess if they lose, they lose, and I'm happy.
you win either way.
Well, not necessarily. It does help our chances to get into a potential Year 6, but...
I know. But if they win, you're like, oh, great. That helps BYU. If they lose, you're like, Utah lost.
Exactly.
So you win either way.
It's still really hard to cheer for them.
But how was your Thanksgiving?
It was a good Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Did you stay around here, or did you go?
Yeah, I mean, our family's all within the close proximity, so we didn't get very far away. But, yeah, had some good food. Saw a movie, saw Encanto. You seen that one yet?
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, we saw it last week.
What about you? How was your Thanksgiving? Last we talked, you had not determined where you were going to be eating yet.
We ended up at my mom's house for Thanksgiving, but played in the annual Turkey Bowl over in Draper. And you know me, I play a lot of sports, but I was so sore for like 3 days after playing. It's just a different animal when you play football with, especially young kids, high school kids who can run forever.
That makes a difference.
Can't do that no more.
I can't do that no more either.
But yeah, overall, good Thanksgiving. Excited for Christmas, and even though I've been already doing it, but it's technically Christmas music season, right? We can officially start listening to Christmas music.
Are you sure?
Well, I've been doing it because I've been playing all November long, but now I can do it and not feel
like you're doing something wrong
or annoy the other passengers in my car.
Okay. Well, I've got a guitar right here.
This you do.
What do you say we sing a Christmas song for the listeners?
You want to sing a Christmas song?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
Do you have one in mind?
I don't know.
And I assume you want me to play the guitar, right?
Yeah, I was thinking so. I mean, I can play, but
What do you have in mind? What do you want to do?
we could do like, what about the 12 Days of Christmas?
That's a long song, Brandon.
I know, but I mean, you're playing, so my fingers aren't gonna hurt.
All right. Well, let's do it.
Okay. And just so everyone knows, it's our first time playing this, so
So you going to sing the original lyrics?
I think I'm gonna mix it up a bit. I think I'm gonna make it a podcast related because that's what we do.
Oh, like improv?
Yeah, I'm gonna improvise a little bit.
All right.
So do you know how to play it?
I can figure it out, so let's go.
Merry Christmas, Nate.
Merry Christmas, Brandon.
How are your fingers?
They're basically numb by now.
It's on par for Christmas time. It's cold in the garage. On the first day of Christmas, my podcast gave to me an episode always weekly. Because we never miss. We never missed a week.
And we'll never miss.
Probably not. On the second day of Christmas, my podcast gave to me 2 smokestacks and an episode always weekly.
Always.
Rest in peace, Murray Smokestacks.
Gone, but not forgotten.
On the third day of Christmas, my podcast gave to me a constant third wheel guest, 2 smokestacks, and an episode always weekly. You know, Matt, we've had him on a couple times.
Couple?
Well, that's why he's like a third wheel.
A squeaky third wheel.
On the fourth day of Christmas, my podcast gave to me 4 Halloweens, a constant third wheel guest, 2 smokestacks, episode always weekly. And there's like a million Halloweens, so we'll have more than 4.
And 1,000,001 comes out next year.
Right. On the 5th day of Christmas, my podcast gave to me 5 Disneyland links. 4 Halloweens, a constant third wheel guest, 2 smokestacks, and an episode always weekly. Remember that because there's like 5 things that Disneyland stole from Utah?
I don't remember. I might have to go back and re-listen.
But before that, let's get to the 6th day of Christmas.
Let's do it.
On the 6th day of Christmas, my podcast gave to me 6 dumb dad jokes. Sorry.
6?
I mean,
I
you've
feel
done
like it's way more than that.
for the sake of the song. 5 Disneyland links. 4 Halloweens, a constant third wheel guest, 2 smokestacks, and an episode always weekly. You know, you can sing along if you want.
I could, but you're doing such a great job.
Alright. On the 7th day of Christmas, my podcast gave to me 7 cliff divers swimming, 6 dumb dad jokes, 5 Disneyland links. Beautiful.
Thank you.
4 Halloweens, a constant third wheel guest, 2 smokestacks, and an episode always weekly. You got the 7 cliff divers, right?
It's only 7 days of Christmas, right?
No, there's 12.
Oh my gosh.
Your finger's already numb, so it's all good.
Yeah,
Anyways,
they could start bleeding.
on the 8th day of Christmas, my podcast gave to me 8 ice cream parlors, 7 cliff divers swimming, 6 dumb dad jokes, 5 Disneyland links, 4 Halloweens, a constant third wheel guest, 2 smokestacks,
And
an episode always weekly.
weekly.
You know, we did 8 ice cream places.
We did 8?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Doesn't that work out well for the song?
Get it? Holy cow. Milk. Ice cream.
I think it's time to get to the 9th because it's kind of controversial.
Ooh, I like controversy.
Yeah. Telling you. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to... Not my true love. My podcast.
Which is your true love? Sorry, honey.
9 ladies dancing. Just, because in case we ever go to a strip club and...
Yes.
We're not really going to go, but it just worked out for the song.
But we need to for the podcast. For the sake of the podcast, Brandon.
8 ice cream parlors, 7 cliff divers swimming, 6 dumbed out jokes, 5 Disneyland leaks, 4 Halloweens, a constant third will guess, 2 smokestacks, and an episode always weekly. Somebody's gonna be really mad about that last day number 9. You know what it's gonna be?
No idea.
On the 10th day of Christmas, my podcast gave to me 10 happy wives.
Is it possible to have 10 happy wives?
Not if we're seeing 9 ladies dancing. 8 ice cream parlors, 7 cliff divers swimming, 6 dumb dad jokes, 5 Disneyland links, 4 Halloweens, a constant third will guess, 2 smokestacks, and an episode always weekly. We only got 2 more days.
Oh, finally.
On the 11th day of Christmas, my podcast gave to me 11 restaurants covered. 11 restaurants, not restaurants.
I don't know, the French are a-holes.
10 happy wives, 9 ladies dancing, 8 ice cream parlors, 7 cliff divers swimming, 6 dumb dad jokes, 5 Disneyland links, 4 Halloweens, a constant third will guess, 2 smokestacks, and an episode always weekly. So yeah, it worked out really well. We covered 11 restaurants so far. Right?
That's pretty impressive. 11 exactly?
Exactly. If you take away the ones that are no longer around. Had to,
So 11 restaurants you can visit today.
11 places you can go eat today.
Unless if you're listening to this on Christmas. Odds are not open. Because we haven't covered our Chinese restaurant yet, have we?
Let's get to the last day, Nate.
Alright. So excited.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my podcast gave to me 12 awesome listeners.
I thought we had more than 12.
We do, but you want to do 18 days of Christmas?
No, 12 is just fine.
11 restaurants covered, 10 happy wives, 9 ladies dancing, 8 ice cream parlors, 7 cliff divers swimming, 6 dumb dad jokes. Yep, 5 Disneyland links. You're supposed to really go. Yeah.
I can feel it.
4 Halloweens, a constant third will gas, 2 smokestacks, and an episode always weekly. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Not bad for improv.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Well, hope you enjoyed our Christmas song. Yeah, that's our episode.
That's it.
And it's kind of 2 short and sweet episodes in a week. Hopefully you won't be mad because, in all reality, it took us a million years to finish recording that Christmas song. So
we did not get that in one take.
Not one take, but we have got some fun-filled Christmas adventures coming at you the rest of this month. So we hope you'll join us
On This Is a Place podcast, Christmas edition. No?
Yeah, I like it. Thanks for listening to This Is a Place podcast, Christmas edition.
See you next week.